Hi boys and girls, my name is Vikas. If you have watched my previous videos, you know me. If you don't me, here are the details. This video is a continuation of my new series on C programming my way. If you have not checked my previous videos, please check out them so that you are in line with the current video. So this video basically focuses on in detail understanding of how for loop works and the different combinations of this for loop and different ways of getting the same output. This is the last screen of the previous one of the previous videos, which is called Simple Symbol Patterns Part 1. If you have not watched that video before, please watch it so that you can understand how we got here. So once we get here, this is the end screen of for loop. That means this is once the for loop does not satisfy the given condition, this is where we reach. Okay, let's move on from here. Okay, this is an exercise, and as you can see, there are some fill in the blanks kind of thing. We have to fill those gaps to try to find out whether it gives me the same result. So we have to try different combinations. Let us check it out here. This was the previous previous screen where we had 1 to 10 stars that is getting repeated using this loop. So let me give a different value here. Let us say I'm giving 10 here, and here I'm giving let us say 19. Let's check whether it gives me the same result. Okay, let's see how many stars. 3, 3, 3, and 1. Yes, we got 10 stars. So let's try something else. Let us say I'm giving 11 here and 20 here. Let's see. Okay, this is also giving me 10 stars, as you can see. Okay, what if I give 101 here and let us say 110 here? Okay, again I got the 10 stars, as you can see. So the point is, it does not matter what kind of values you're giving here and here, as long as you're getting the result as you're expecting. So it need not start from I1 and I less than or equal to 10 only. It can be any combination as long as it is giving the number of repetitions as that we want. Let us try changing something here. Can we write it in any other way other than just I++? So let's say I++ can also be written as I is equal to I plus 1, because that means the same. So let us check whether it gives me the result. Sorry. I made a mistake, sorry. Okay. Okay, did it give me the same result? Yes, there are 10 stars, so it gives me the same result. What happens if I change this to I equal to I plus 2 rather than I equal to I plus 1? So let's check it out, what kind of result I get. Okay, I got only 5 stars. That means there is something else. So what might be going wrong here? Why did I get only 5 stars instead of 10 stars? So let's start from here. I is 101, and it checks whether 101 is less than 110. Yes, it is satisfied. It prints a star, and then it becomes I is equal to I plus 2. That means 101 plus 2 becomes 103. So as you can see in the previous program, we have seen that it gets incremented by 1, but here it is getting incremented by 2. That means 101 became 103, and then 103 is less than 110, satisfied, it brings a second star, then it becomes 105. 105 is less than 110, satisfied, it brings third star, then 105 becomes 107. 107 less than 110, satisfied, so it prints the fourth star, then 107 becomes 109, which is also less than 110, and so it prints the fifth star. But later 109 becomes 111, and 111 is not less than 110 or not equal to 110, and so it does not print the star. So that is where your loop stops. So that is why we are getting 5 stars instead of 10 stars, because of this change in the update part of the for loop. So that's why we got 5 stars. But how to get 10 stars with same I is equal to I plus 2 as the update statement? Because there is the restriction here, 101 to 110 is giving me 5 stars with I equal to I plus 2. Let us change it to 120. So it will be like 101 to 120, that is between the 1 to 10 difference, I got 5 stars. So 1 to 20 I should get 10 stars with I plus 2 as the update statement. So let's check whether I'm getting 10 stars. Yeah, okay, as you can see, there are 3, 3, 6, 9, 10. Yes, I got 10 stars, and that was the result. Let's go back to the slides to know more in detail. Yes, so the next step is yeah, this is a part for you. You have to try to solve as many different combinations of those values to figure out different ways of getting the same result. So here is another slide where there is another exercise. As you can see, this exercise basically is also a repetition of the previous program, but this has 2 printf statements with 2 single star each. But there is something else with this. It does not have the pair of braces. That means the for loop does not have a block. So let's check it out how it works. And in this case, you're expected to expect the result. First of all, try to expect your result. So in our case, it should be printing 10 stars because that is the name of the exercise. So let's check it out whether it is giving us the result that we are expecting. So let me modify it the way we want. It is 1 to 10 again, and this is also I plus plus. Sorry, not I equal to plus plus, it is I plus plus, and I have to remove the braces because that's the exercise. Sorry, let's remove the braces. Okay, and I have another print star. Okay, this is the code. If you want to just verify, this is the code, as you can see. Okay, so let's check out the output and see whether we are getting 10 stars as the exercise has asked. Okay, let's count it out. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So there are 11 stars. So what might be going wrong? What do you think? What might be going wrong? That's where there is another concept that you need to understand with respect to any of the blocks in C programming language. Here, if you observe, this particular for does not have a block with pair of braces. That means if there are no pair of braces in for any particular block, let us say in this case for, if for is not having a pair of braces or its own block, then only one statement belongs to that particular loop, and the next statement does not belong to this particular loop. So if you are writing, if you ever see this kind of statement in your future, what you can imagine this as is having a pair of braces, and then this particular printf belongs to for, so it should be looking like this. So this is the actual representation of for with blocks. If you see, so only one printf belongs to the for and the other printf is outside for. So that's the case. We are getting 11 stars to be printed because this one printf in your for loop is printing 10 stars, and after 10 stars are printed, then it gets out of the loop as soon as I becomes 11 and 11 is not less than or equal to 10, then it gets here and this extra star gets printed. That will be 11th star of the program. So let's move back to the previous design where we did not have braces, and let me show you a little different thing. Let us say in the place of the second printf star, let's have a different symbol. Let us say a dollar. Okay, so now this might this will give you a clear understanding of how many times the dollar gets printed. So let's check the result once again. This time star should be printed 10 times, and yes, as you can see, there is one single dollar and there are 3, 6, 9 and 10 stars. As that's pretty much clear, I hope. So let's go ahead and check out our next exercise. The next exercise is deliberately called as planned errors. So basically in this particular exercise you are expected to make some deliberate mistakes and compile to see what kind of results your C compiler gives. So if this particular program has as you can see, there are I equal to 5 to I less than or equal to 15, so that basically it should also print 10 stars, but we are starting from 5 and ending at 15. So let's make the changes. Okay, this is the same program that I have shown in the slides. So let me make some deliberate mistakes to see what kind of result I get. So in this case, I'm removing the semicolon at the end of printf, and let's try to compile it. And it's showing that there is an error. Okay, as you can see, it is telling that there is an error, expected semicolon before closing brace token. So basically it is expecting the error is being shown at the line number 8, and so it is expecting a semicolon before closing brace. So it is missing the semicolon here. That is what it is trying to tell you. So just put the semicolon back and try to compile again. It should not give any errors. So let's see, here is it will be mentioned as 0 errors. That's cool. So my sincere suggestion is try to make as many deliberate mistakes as possible and try to figure out what kind of different errors your C compiler is showing, so that you understand errors better. And if you understand errors better, the next time when you get similar errors, you will be able to solve them because you already know why you are getting those kind of errors. Thank you. If you like my video, please like and share. If you don't like something in the video, please give a comment so I will improve myself in the next video. Thank you so much.